we got a lot of great work in the classroom before spring ball ever started. So these guys did get to step in ahead of the game a little bit mentally. So I'm very pleased with how they've handled the game mentally. Physically is another story now. The pace of play has picked up here, so their conditioning needs to change, and they know that now. And as they get more conditioned, their play will improve. We're working on that part right now, though. And they wouldn't be in the place they're at without Coach Jackson in the first place. He got them in a great position to start spring ball, but once you put pads on and you start running 90 plays of practice, that's a lot different than running a gasser. So they found that the hard way, but they've also found out that's going to be their advantage in this scheme. So a lot of them have embraced it and have put a little extra importance on working after practice and just trying to get in optimal shape. Every day you come into this building, there's a lot of excitement around here, and that word gets thrown around a lot, but it's genuine, and it all starts at the top with the head coach. So it's been a blast getting the opportunity to put my stamp on Kansas, and for us as a staff to put our stamp on it and make this a winning team.
They're big, athletic guys. I'm happy to have all of them, man. They're busting their butt. They're sponges. Like I said, they're always coming up and trying to get extra film. So I've been impressed by their athleticism. It's a good group of guys. I think, for the most part, everybody's been on the same page. I think, it's great to have different ideas, and we've been great about that. If I see something differently, I voice it. If Coach Kane sees something different, we voice it. Kenny Perry, he brings his ideas. We voice it, and I think overall we do what's best for the defense. We do what's best for the team. No egos. The guys in the room have been great to work with.
Yeah, I think the last 4 years being at Northern Illinois, when I was able to recruit Kansas City, so they know me, not just from playing here, but just from a coaching perspective now too. And I've been able to speak at clinics for them, and they understand who I am. And I've been able to build pretty good relationships with a lot of the Kansas City coaches. So I think that'll help me out a lot. And even on the St. Louis side, I know Reggie Mitchell's will be over there and does a great job. But the state of Missouri and Kansas know who I am. I think it'll help us out a lot. We've had a lot of guys get in there and get some reps. I'm really happy to see what Courtney Arnott can do. Skylar Miles has been back. I know he had some injuries in the past, but he's back and he's showing some good things. And you got Kyron Watson that does a lot of stuff where he's a real physical player in the middle. Joshua Ahambe is a kid who's got a lot of physical ability. Is still learning the system. A lot of new things are going in, and we've got stuff that they're still trying to figure out, and that's just part of spring ball. But Cameron Rosser has done a good job for us this spring, and he should be able to help us out. But I'm sure I'm missing some. Mike Zunica has done a good job. So there's a lot of guys that have been able to get good reps.
Both Reggie and Clint. I've known Clint for a while. Reggie just meeting. I mean, it's obvious why Reggie's a successful coach. So yeah, it is. You want to know where stuff's hidden in the cupboard. They know where the stuff in the room's hidden. So it's one of those deals where they have some knowledge of, especially kids that you didn't know anything about. You can watch on film, but they know the ins and outs of how they were recruited, what schools they were from, what kind of players they were. Those type of things are helpful. And then also it's kind of good with Reggie. He's a restaurateur like I am, so he knows where the great restaurants are to take me to and eat. So I think that's very important as a coach. We're where we need to be.
Okay.
We're not great. We're not bad. We're a work in progress, but that's what I was hired to do. I know what I got. I mean, we got kids. They lost 2 really good guys. No one's played. So that's awesome to me because the kids are like sponges. They want to learn. They want to learn different techniques, and they want to learn things. They want to get coached. Not saying they didn't get coached. They got coached last year. I mean, those 2 kids, the 2 corners they played last year, were really good. I would do anything to have those guys back. But the guys I got are doing everything I ask. They're doing everything off the field right. Doing on the field, they're trying as hard as they can. They're taking because I'm not easy to play for. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I've told them I've been doing this 25 years. I'm not going to change my way I coach. Now I might change some techniques that you use, but we've got a ways to go. But I definitely think we can get there because of what the effort and all the stuff that they're giving me in our meetings. That it's pretty positive what they're doing for us right now. I like where they're at.
Number one, tough, good ball skills, athletic. They're everything we thought they would be when we recruited them. Speaking of Keon Kenner, pleasantly surprised with where Taylor Cox is with his rehab. Murphy Grant did a great job with him. Had a really good first scrimmage for us. DeAndre and Corey have kind of been limited due to injury, but I'm excited where they're at. Looking forward to getting them back in the fall. I think the thing you'll see with Keon Kennard is different from all the other guys is that he's a little bit faster, top-end speed than those guys. But other than that, he's probably very similar, good ball skills, good vision.
For me, not even just their attitude towards the game and towards each other, and really their attitude when they're out at practice has been awesome. From 1 to 7, and just the whole mental aspect of the game, and really not giving in. And it's been hot a couple days, and so that's what I've kind of been most pleased about, is just that whole part. I mean, the whole technique and learning new techniques and what we're asking them to do, and we're cutting down on missed assignments and different things like that. But the whole mental part of it, and just they've done an awesome job with that also, of just saying, hey, we're out here, we're going to have a good time. We're going to take pride in what we're doing, and from 1 to 7, practice 1 to 7, it's been very noticeable. For me, I want to see them just keep improving like they have been with their technique and with the mental part of the game. But I think I just want to keep seeing the confidence build in them. And I think once you get a little bit more confidence, I think they can play a little bit more physical and not scared to mess up or to make mistakes. And that's just getting comfortable with me and getting comfortable with the system. And every day you see them go out, they get a little bit more comfortable and they let it loose a little bit more. And we want to get to the point by the time, we don't want them thinking up front. Some of them are still thinking. And that's the goal by the time spring's out, is that they have their techniques down and our base offense and what we expect without thinking.